So much fun.
Can't wait.
So much fun.
It's the way of the world.
So much fun.
Don't worry, Scrub.
So much fun.
Give me a hell yeah.
So much fun.
In a row?
So much fun.
Ace.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. This thing sucks.
So much fun.
It is Football Sunday. Ba-ba-ba-na-da-da-da-da. Welcome in. It is Sunday Kickoff with ITL. It is Bogman and the Welsh right here on the twitch.tv/inthisleague. And we are here for the next hour for whatever you got to set up. We're going to be setting up our own Fantasy Pros ranks. Got to make some updates there. We are going to be answering all your start and sit questions. And we hope you guys want to come and hang out with us and do all the stuff and things. You guys can shoot us a follow if you're not already. You guys can jump up and get a sub, and you can do all the things. But Bogman, I'm glad you got the memo that we're wearing all red.
Apparently, yeah. I guess that's the uniform today. Is red? Excuse me. I'm not used to being up this early, so my body will betray me. So that is why I have the little bit of a sore throat. But I'm ready, man. Obviously, a lot of yelling and screaming at my television yesterday, and ready for about another 11 hours of it in a row today. So
Yeah.
Let's rock and roll. Let's go.
Yeah. Are you excited for this Steeler opening? Mitch Trubisky, you said you couldn't have been more excited about Mitch Trubisky as your quarterback. You legit were for whatever reason.
Hey,
And
look,
now you get how excited do you think you're going to be after week one?
We'll see. Look. I'm just excited. It's not Marcus Mariota, right? So I'd rather have Trubisky than Marcus Mariota. So I don't know that Trubisky got a fair shake in Chicago. Obviously, he wasn't going to start with Josh Allen in front of him for Buffalo. So I'm glad he's getting a shot. So maybe this will be the battle of mid, as the kids would say, in terms of his QB playing him versus Pickett. But defense is still great. There's weapons. So I'm excited, of course. And it's Bengals week. We play the Bengals in 2 hours. I'm excited about that, too.
Yeah, we both got the early games, which is pretty nice here. Again, if you guys want to get in on it, if you got a Amazon Prime account, you can jump in for free. You guys can freely get an account to support us. You also get in on the gifted sub contest, which our boy Barrow just dropped 5 gifted subs out to the community this moment. And the contest we've got going on is going to have some free ITL shirt action going on. And I believe, let me take a look here. Barrow is tied with Zito. They both have 10. Guthrie's got 5. It's a pretty easy contest to get in on. You just gift out the subs, and it's September too. So I think they are, they're like discounted right now, like 20-30%. Barrow just gave out one more, so he's the leader as well. So you guys can do that. We hope you do it. Get in on the contest, win some stuff, and support your boys. And really, guys, we could tell you everything else. Any start and sit, we're going to be hanging here. I got to make some changes to my Fantasy Pros ranker for the week, which, Boggs, do you have the link? I didn't save it on this computer. I have it on my other computer. Just the weekly rank one.
Yeah, let me
Oops, there's the
it's time to get up, Welsh.
Yep. No, heard that a couple times this morning.
I think that should work for it. I mean, that'll take you to the tight ends, but that
it doesn't matter where it takes me. Okay, yeah, perfect.
So.
I just need to make some of my adjustments.
Rob, we do not trust Godwin tonight. I put him down as like a wide receiver 5. By the way, look at this rain. Are you seeing this on NFL Network?
No, I haven't even turned on the TV
buddy.
yet.
Look at
rain
the Chicago Niners game. It is pouring. Cats and dogs. Yes, it is raining a lot. So
you know what was interesting was last night I was putting together, because we could talk about a few of the props we've got too. I was putting together a few of, I've got like my props I've already bet, and then I was seeing if there's anything else. So I got a few other bullets in the chamber today, and they took off all Niners wide receivers late last night, like in the midst of me.
It's because of the rain.
Well, no, that's it. I didn't understand what it was because it was very late, and Debo's number had dropped. I talked about the Debo number early in the week, and actually Kevin Adams with FTN had put out a tweet that I really liked and quote tweeted about Debo's numbers. And I'm taking a look here, and they took,
just real quick, Rob. I would start Drake London over Godwin, and that is because they said that Godwin is likely to be active, but could be on a pitch count, which means he's going to be on a pitch count. So
yeah, he's going to be on a pitch count. I still like Julio for this one. That's still where I'm at here. Let's see. Let me get over. What channel is
212?
212. Yeah.
Barrel says, or Supreme Fox says, Ertz too risky, boys. Would have to start Henry instead in a half PPR. I could tell you, Supreme, I'm in that exact scenario, and I am starting Henry. So,
oh, really? I don't know if I'm with you guys on that. If like Ertz practiced on Thursday, he practiced on Friday and Saturday. The local reporters out here in Arizona were filming both, and he wasn't like he was like out running drills and everything. I don't think I'm with. I think I actually, if it's between Henry and him, yeah. Look at that rain! Holy cow! I just saw like 1 second of it. I think I might actually be comfortable with Ertz as I'm pulling up the ranks here and going through all the stuff.
That's okay. I lowered him in my tight end rankings. So, like I said,
I
have, for the week, I have him. Did I put Ertz? I put him like behind Gerald Everett. So, like behind Irv Smith and Gesicki and Hunter Henry and Cole Kmet and guys like that. So
that's
I understand. It's just been, this is something that's been lingering with him for a while. So I just like, he plants his foot wrong. He does anything weird in week 1, and they're going to yank him right out of that game. So I'd rather just roll with Henry and hope he gets in the end zone. That's what you hope for most of your tight ends anyway, is that they get in the end zone. So
yeah,
that's what I'm going to do.
So this Ravens situation is really tough here. What are you doing with this, Boggs? Because I just took Dobbins out of the Fantasy Pros contest, but I already had Mike Davis next to him. I don't even know if I want to put him inside the top 40.
Davis. No, I didn't. I moved him up a little. Let's see. For Mike Davis,
maybe 45.
I put him at 49. I'm actually going to move him up right now. Because this was last night. We were kind of 50-50 on Madison. I would put him, actually, I could get him to 40 or 41 is where I got him. I put him like a spot ahead of Algier, behind or ahead of Gainwell, but behind like James Robinson and Raheem Mostert and all that. Because once again, last year, no one ever heard of Tyson Williams, and here he comes with 50% of these carries. So let's see. Barrel says choose 2 between Jacobs, Breece Hall, CEH, and Claypool.
So Jacobs, Hall, CEH, and Claypool. I'm Jacobs and CEH on this one.
Yep. Same. I like Claypool's matchup just physically against Mike Hilton, because they're probably going to have Claypool play a little bit of the slot today. But I just, you guys know I'm not into Claypool. So
yeah.
Now, CEH in Jacobs, because Breece Hall, it really sounds it really sounds like Michael Carter. I mean, what did they do the other day, Welsh? They called Michael Carter the heartbeat of the offense.
Yeah, dude. Michael Carter, like the Breece Hall, Funston.
All the shares, by the way.
Funston, I think, went way down on Breece Hall, like down into the 40s. I've got Breece Hall at 39 this week right now. I just look at the guys above. I see it. I feel like I want to go Michael Carter higher, except it's just against Baltimore. Are you worried at all, by the way, about Baltimore without Dobbins today and there being a sleepy week 1 situation?
No, not really. I mean, I'm just they knew that I think they knew this whole time they weren't playing Dobbins. So, I'm more worried about, I'll tell you what I'm more worried about with the Ravens than Dobbins is Stanley being out, Ronnie Stanley being out, and getting some pass rush on Lamar Jackson, and like adjusting to life without Marquise Brown, a guy that takes the top off the defense a little bit. You don't have that speed anymore. So I think maybe they struggle in the first quarter to kind of establish the run. And I would assume you want to throw some deep hitters to like Duvernay or Prochet or somebody to start just to kind of, extend the field a little bit because you're going to want to run. So I think the first quarter, you're going to want to see a lot of, pass to set up the run later. So that's like if I have a concern, it's not about Dobbins at all. It's more about Ronnie Stanley being out in that line protecting Lamar. So,
well, if you guys got any start and sit questions, drop them in the chat. We will talk about them. I think we both going to go through looking at ranks, just the finalization of the ranks for
Mosher says
Fantasy
Komet
Pros
or
contest.
Ertz. Who would you go in that scenario? You know me, I'm just kind of laying off Ertz, so I would go Komet there.
Where is the question?
AM 5465. That's Mosher. Are we starting Komet over Ertz this week? I am.
But see, with all the rain, if the what is the current status of this fort? Like, I need the weather report. Hold on.
It's gonna be raining all day.
Fantasy lab. Okay, but
It's in Chicago. It's gonna be raining before and after the game. It's gonna be raining just all day.
Yeah, but I want to know. Like, I'm talking. Like, I want to know wind. I want to know rain. I'm going to. Let's see. Usually, Fantasy Labs has something.
I mean, I think we overestimate the rain a lot for fantasy. What it does more than like drive down scoring is it has corners slip. Because remember, corners got to backpedal a lot, and that's harder in the rain than it is to just run forward. So, it could make for it. Really, what it does is it makes for like big chunk plays than anything. It'll have miscues and mistiming and stuff. Like it'll make things screwy for sure. I just don't think it's going to affect scoring that.
I gotta be honest with you. I based on how that looked, and I need to find a weather report on this. Who is
NFLweather.com?
Okay, NFLweather.com.
Supreme Fox says MVS or Tony. That's Tony for me. I want to see what MVS's role is in Kansas City before I throw him out my lineups. Michael Carter or Chase Edmonds? Ooh, that's a good question. Happy PR.
Michael Carter, Chase. I would go Chase Edmonds.
Oh man. Well, Chase Edmonds was banged up. He is playing.
Yeah.
God, that is a good one.
I'm gonna bring up the weather here in a second after this one.
I got Edmonds like one spot higher than Carter, but that is very coin flippy, Rob. So I'll go Edmonds there.
All right. So the weather, pulling this up on NFLweather.com. We have got, let's see, where's the stupid 49ers? It's 69, nice, with rain, only 11 mile an hour winds. Let's see, Kickoff. This is great, this site. 11 mile an hour. So the wind is going to stay about the same. The temperature is not bad. That's not cold.
I'm going to go. Barrow, I'm going to go with Penny over Ramondre.
Well, here, hold on. Yeah, don't jump on them because I want to answer them with you. Just so you still feel Komet based on these weather reports?
Yeah, look, it's not based on the weather reports to me. It's based on Ertz and his bulky knee. I know he's going to play and they're going to shoot him up, and maybe he plays the whole game. But I'm telling you, any twist, any weirdness, it's week one. And they'll yank him right out of there. So I don't want to mess with that.
I guess I would go Komet. I don't think Ertz is that much of a question as you do, but I'm worried about the rain a little bit. All right, so where were we? We were Stevenson or Penny?
I got Penny in that one. We don't know how New England's going to deploy those backs between.
I literally have them back to back. I literally have them back to back.
I moved Penny up because it really doesn't look like Ken Walker's going to play. I know they keep saying he's got a shot and blah, 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 and this ball Pollyanna Pete's nonsense. The Seahawks ran the ball more than anyone last season. They're going to have to do that to win games, to keep that putrid defense on the sideline and gassed up. So I think this is still the Seahawks strategy is run. So I'll go with Penny in that one.
Boys, if you guys are all hanging out or you're new to it, just want to remind you to hit us with a follow. We will shout you out. If you guys want to make sure that you are locked in with us, make sure that you sub. You can use an Amazon account for free. You can pay a couple bucks. You can also get in on the contest and you can drop subs to our community. We do have a goal for the month. We're down on it. We got a ways to go. 79 would be the goal for the month. So if you guys want to get on it, it helps the stream. It helps all the stuff. We'd appreciate it if you guys would jump in and rock with us by any subs. But even if you just hit a follow, we will shout you out in this broadcast. All right. And then we're going to start and sit. So any start and sit stuff you guys got, And I was starting to do this, Boggs. You can tell me if there's anything else. I was putting these together. Dobbins out, Kittle doubtful. Got any other important ones I can add to this ticker? Real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Any other important ones I should add?
Not that I see so far. So
Okay,
I posted a bunch of them in the football room. You can go through the football room and scroll through that. I put a bunch of them on there.
All right. Well, if there's any others, I'll add those. All right. So let's jump in here. What's up, Antone? Antone. CK's at the top. Cordarrelle or David Montgomery? Patterson for me, easy.
No, I got David Montgomery. I hate both of these plays, to be honest with you. I don't know what the hell David Montgomery is going to be doing in Chicago, right? And Cordarrelle slowed down so much in the second half for Atlanta, and they're playing New Orleans, a really tough defense. I don't like either start. It's coin flippy. Welsh says Cordarrelle easy. Maybe you go that. Just because
you know what?
He's got a close, a more firm opinion. I don't like either one.
I do want to point out. I didn't even realize I had them next to each other in my ranks.
So do I.
Down. I'm down on David Montgomery this week. Now, here's the only thing that does change that a tiny bit is this weather. If you're going to get the ball out of the air a little bit, that could mean a little bit more David Montgomery, but it's still the 49ers defense. So I'm not a big David Montgomery guy this week. I don't think Patterson, I think defensively isn't in the best spot either, but I don't think, I think there's a lot less he's battling against. Like I've said, I think Khalil Herbert can outscore Montgomery this week just based on if the Bears are behind and they're passing a little bit. So I kind of like him. By the way, shout out to our boy Zito, who just gifted out 5 subs. He is now the leader. He retook it from Barrow, gifting out 5 subs to the community. So you guys that are hanging out, you might have just gotten free subs in here. A bunch of you guys. I see LSU Tino, Ms. Duck, Danny, all of you guys were gifted to Zito. So shout out to the Zeets. All right. We're getting a good amount of questions in here. Yeah, Trent. Half PPR flex, Julio, London, or Boyd?
London for me. Look, I know that he is. I know he's banged up. It's kind of what we talked about with the Ertz, any tweak and he's gone. I just think the possibility for him to have 10 catches is much higher than with Boyd or Julio. So Julio probably a better shot at a touchdown than anybody here. But I'll go with London in half.
Yeah, I'm let's see, where do I have London? You know what? I got to make one change. I will tell you
London is going to play though.
Before the news that Godwin is going to be out there, I did have Julio over London.
By the way, Kittle's out. He's not playing.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was did it become official? I keep seeing doubtful. I haven't heard officially out.
I mean, everything I've seen said he's not going to play. So I don't know if they've done inactives yet, but I can't imagine. I took him completely off my list.
I'm going to take him off my list here. So
Zito, I hate. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Don't jump on him yet. The only thing with this one, I had Julio before, and I really do think Godwin's pitch count is going to be more dead space. So I don't know. I'm tough on this one with London, but I will go London because I think he's going to be out there. There's not a whole lot of other targets, and that's actually a change that I'm going to make real quick. All right, let's go in line here. Supreme said 0-10 panic on A-Rob after his first target game. Would you take some flyers on other wide receivers before games start today?
If pick up some flyers,
sure.
But I'm not dumping Allen Robinson for any flyers. No way.
Yeah,
not a chance.
Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, how else could you make that as a
Zito asked Mike Davis, okay, flex today. I'm trying to find somebody else, Zito. I don't want to start Mike Davis. So yeah, I just don't know how are they going to do that? Is it going to be a lot of Kenyon Drake? Is it going to be Mike Davis? Are they going to mix in all 3 of those guys? And Lamar is still the leading rusher on that team, we would assume, for week 1. So I really don't want to mess with Mike Davis, to be honest with you.
Yeah. All right, we're up at the top here. Kadarius or Russell Gage PPR? What's Gage's status? Is he good to go?
Yeah, it looks like Gage is good to go. I still think I'm Kadarius Toney though. Toney has a better chance to burst onto the scene with a ton of catches and have a great game than Gage does, in my opinion. Gage might, death by 1,000 cuts here, and Toney is always banged up as well. These are both guys that were questionable coming into Friday. I'll just take the upside with Kadarius Toney a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see. Trent, full PPR, Olave, Komet, Stevenson, or Sky Moore? Stevenson for me, easy.
Say it again. It was
Full
Olave.
PPR. It's on the screen too. Olave, Komet,
I was looking at my
Stevenson,
sheet.
or Sky Moore.
Yeah. My order here would be Stevenson, Olave, Sky Moore, Komet.
All right. Antone, Brees Hall, Mostert, or Olave for flex half PPR.
I don't
You know, oh, because he's a Bengals fan?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, today yeah, I forgot. You're not going to answer questions for Bengals
I'll
fans.
answer for
This might not
I'll
be
let you go
popular.
first.
This might not be popular. I have Mostert over him this week. I think Mostert's going to do some things.
Look, that's possible, especially with Chase Edmonds coming into this game questionable. I'll just say I've got Brees a little higher than both these guys. This is a great question because I do like Olave. Like in a couple of my deep leagues, I got Olave started as well. So I'll go with Brees though. I know Michael Carter, the heartbeat, and all that stuff. They're gonna run the ball a lot though. It's Joe Flacco. You don't want him throwing the ball. So give me Brees in that one.
All right. Beep boop beep. Half PPR, Hurst or Hooper.
Give me oh god, this is a good matchup here. I think I'm gonna say Hurst Welsh. I don't particularly love either one. I do like Hooper's matchup against these terrible. You know what? I am gonna go Hooper. I do have Hooper ahead. I'm gonna talk myself into it because these crappy linebackers for the Giants. A couple like Martinez. I got Tay Crowder and Austin Carlito in there. I think Hooper's going to be involved, especially with Burks coming on and Robert Woods kind of missing some preseason action and stuff. I think Hooper might be a safety blanket. So give me Hooper.
All right. Where did we leave off? Here's one you probably wouldn't have gotten: Ayuk or Waller in flex. Ooh. I'm gonna go with Waller. The weather does kind of scare me. So I would go with Waller.
I'm not as scared as the weather, but I also will go with Waller. I just think more, reliable. Derek Carr knows what he's got. We know what we have there. We're not really sure what we have with Lance and Ayuk on the field yet. So give me that one. Larry, we answered that question before too. And we're split on this one. The Ertz or Komet question again, Welsh. This is going to be one that, maybe haunts us. We should put we should put like $10 on this or something for funsies,
Yeah, well, I mean, I said I'm slightly going to commit, but I just don't think Ertz is as big of a not going to appear as you, and it's going to be one of the highest scoring offensive games today. And I think the Cardinals are going to be playing from behind.
And there's
the more
rain
I talk
in
about
Chicago,
it, the more I'm talking about it, I'm talking myself into Ertz. The more that I say it, I'm talking myself into Ertz.
That's okay. So. I'm gonna go with Komet, but I understand your love for Ertz because that's why I drafted him everywhere. I do love him. So
Mosier, replace Kittle, Tunyon, Ingram, Albert O, Everett, or Mo Alley Cox. Oh, you know what? Mo Alley Cox and Everett are two guys that I've kind of leaned to today. I am gonna go. God, these are actually all the same options.
Everett for me.
I guess
that's the highest scoring game of the day, right? Vegas and the Chargers. Yeah. So I'll take a shot in that game and hope for a touchdown from Gerald Everett.
All right. Taking a chance on Winston over Lance, weather related. No. I wouldn't, because also this actually leads more of a probability that Lance is going to run. I got the rushing prop on him early in the week at around 36. Let me take a look at where do you think it's moved to, if it has.
This is for Trey Lance rushing yards.
Yeah.
42.
No, it's moved a couple. It's only still 38. I still think that's a pretty good number. 38.
That is a great number. I'm not gonna do that, Guthrie. Look, I know you just don't want to root for Lance, but I think I would stick.
Well, put it up on the board if you're talking about it. Oh, you're talking. Yeah, this is
one that you
I'm
have.
Dummy. I'm a dummy.
Yeah.
By the way, DraftKings brought back all the 49ers. They've been gone for about 8 hours since last night, maybe 9 hours. It also shows how much sleep I didn't get. And Debo is back, and the Debo number is back to where it was, 54. It had moved down to 54. You've got Elijah Mitchell at 8.5. Oh man, dude, that one is so tempting.
8.5. What? Receiving
8.5 yards, receiving yards. Yeah, I mean Mitchell either like last
You
year
just don't
doesn't
throw
catch.
to the backs.
I
That's
know.
the problem.
Yeah,
So,
but in a
he
rainy
gets
game,
one catch and he takes that. Yeah.
but that's the thing. In a rainy game, you also
How
they've
many
taken
games last year did Eli Mitchell not catch a ball?
oh
Is what I
plenty
wanna
plenty games, like half of the games that he played in. But the problem is they had Jermichael Hasty and he had Mostert early on as the receiving backs. Tyrion Davis-Price is not going to be the receiving back. Jeffrey Wilson could be, but I just don't think they're going to put him in that role. Eli Mitchell had a 95% catch rate last year. So I'm just not so sure about it.
I mean, it's
know.
50-50. He played in 11 games last year. He caught passes in 6 of them.
Yeah, I told you.
So
There's
there's
like
a 50-50, yeah, that he doesn't even catch a ball. But if
But
he gets one, he'll probably go 8.5.
95% catch rate. So when
But
he does, and
if
and
he
they don't
catches
have
one
that,
and goes 7, you'll want to, do
burn
the
the
old
house down.
yeah, exactly.
Which, by the way, I've probably got 2 more bullets in the chamber for today's bets that I need to figure out. So maybe we'll work that out here in a little bit. Pitt said
Nope,
Ertz
nope.
or
This one
Alberto.
first.
Oh yeah. Whoops. I'm sorry.
Well,
Mooney.
Ertz over Alberto. Let's just do that one
Easy.
first. Like
Yeah, easy.
I'm still going Ertz over Alberto. Mooney, Tony, or Tolbert. Mooney. I don't care about the weather. It's still Mooney for me.
Yeah, I go Mooney. He's still the
number one target share guy. Yeah. You kind of have to. So.
By the way, Rain and Cincy.
Good. Ugly up that game. That's what we
Let's
want.
see.
Ugly it up.
I went away from NFL weather. Let's do the NFLweather.com.
I think that'll probably be on and off that rain.
That rain. All right. You want to talk about that rain?
That rain. You don't want to go down that rain.
The weather outside is weather. All right. So it says there's an overcast now. And it shows no rain. It just shows overcast.
I bet there's just a possibility for rain. That's all.
Yeah, visibility. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty good. So that doesn't look like anything that we need to worry about here. All right, so next up here, CK, Sky Moore, Chris Godwin, or Amari Cooper. Amari. Yeah,
gotta go.
I do like Sky Moore a lot, though. I like Sky Moore a lot.
Look, we talked about that on Bet This League the other day, Welsh, where I like the 18.5 receiving yard prop for Sky Moore because I think for him that's like one catch, but he might go 3 catches for 27 yards or something. Give me Coop as the number one. Godwin is hurt and probably gonna be more of a decoy than anything. So yeah, it's gotta be Coop.
Defense, Tampa Bay or Washington against the Jags. You know what? I'm gonna go Tampa Bay in this because I think the Jags are gonna put up some points. But I don't like either one of these.
I would say, Rob, this depends. If we have normal scoring, I'm probably going to go Tampa Bay. I would say Tampa Bay's got like a better shot at sacks with your banged up Dallas offensive line and stuff. But if it's more about like holding scores, I would go Washington. So 99% of some scenarios, we're going with Tampa Bay just for the sacks and potential turnovers and stuff.
Barrow says, could they split more than last year to keep Mitchell healthy? I just don't think so. I mean, listen, it's always a possibility, and the split could go to the other guys. I think we need to see it. They're going to split.
I do think they are going to do that, but Eli Mitchell is not a guy that relies on 20 touches to gain his value. He relies more on big chunk plays.
They will put other running backs in, but what I don't think it's going to be is 12 for Mitchell, 12 for Wilson, and 8 for Tyrion Davis-Price or something like that. I think it's going
Mitchell's
to be
game is also 2-2-2-15. That's like his game.
I think he's 15 to 20 touches, and between Tyrion Davis and most likely Jeffrey Wilson, they'll go with the others. So I just don't think it's that much of a worry. But we'll see. We're definitely going to see. He was a little bit banged up coming into this. I don't even think he played in the preseason. If the 49ers go 50-50, then we can be worried and we'll be wrong. Clint, non-PPR, Damian Pierce, or is that what, Kadarius Toney?
Yeah,
Good,
Pierce.
Damian. Yeah, I always go with the running back here.
Yeah.
A little IDP. Devin White.
Devin White. Levante David a little banged up, but also Devin White is just awesome. I also like Eric Kendricks, both very, very good linebackers, but for this week, I go with Devin White.
All right. Okay, good. So I think we're caught up here on the questions.
That's excellent. Thank you for the questions, boys. We love answering them. So
remind you guys, we any certain sits that you got, we will answer them if you want to put them in. Next week, this will go to sub only. So if you guys are not already, if you guys want to support the boys, drop a sub, do it for free with your Amazon account. and give us a follow if you're not already following. No way everybody in here is already at least following us, and that doesn't take anything. So do that. Mosier had Eli Mitchell or Antonio Gibson. Mitchell easy for me.
Not easy, but Mitchell for me. I think I have them separated by 4 spots. I have them both as RB2s, but for me, I'm going Eli Mitchell. So
all right, and then we've got
there's
an IDP for you.
Good question. I'm gonna go with I have Cody Barton in so many spots. I'm starting them everywhere. I think I'll go with Miles Jack week 1, though. I expect, the Steelers to be down. Miles Jack is going to stay on the field, I would think, on 3rd downs because we don't have, Devin Bush sucks. He never knows where to be. Robert Spillane can't play on 3rd down. So I would go with Miles Jack week 1, but I could see Cody Barton moving forward. I really can.
I just want to point out to everybody as I'm finishing up my ranks here, Robert Tonyan active. I'm moving him pretty far up. I just want everyone to know,
and I mean they need receivers.
Yeah.
So
and he's a trusted option by Aaron Rodgers. So that question we had earlier, I wasn't quite sure if he's active. He is. So I think he's right at tight end 1 territory. He's like right there. Zeke or Gibson PPR?
I got Zeke ahead of Gibson still. So give me Zeke.
Let's see what I have. It's
like 17 to
I'm
20.
gonna go with Zeke, but
yeah, it's like 17 to 20. It's not by a ton, but yes, I
actually have Gibson higher in my ranks, and I said,
look,
you know what? I forgot it's
very
Tampa Bay.
coin
No,
flippy.
you know what? It's Tampa Bay. I'm actually going to stick with Gibbs. I'm going to stick with my Gibson. That's why I went over Zeke because of the Tampa Bay match.
It's fair. Gibson, another guy, a lot like Antonio or a lot like Eli Mitchell, doesn't need 20 touches to find success. If he gets 15 and pops one, he'll be okay. So
yeah. Barrow, Pierce or Hunt in guillotine?
Pierce. Also, we're not cutting week 1 in guillotine. I know that may
Thank
not
God.
be for our guillotine league, but week 1 is a safe week. No cuts week 1. So in both of our guillotine leagues, Welsh, no cuts week 1. So
which thank God, by the way. We're only in 1 guillotine. What other guillotine?
No, Champs League is also guillotine. Remember,
I forgot you. Yeah, I forgot you Champs League guillotined it. So
yeah, it's more fun that way, I think.
Yeah, sure. Zito DM'd.
Apparently, Welsh doesn't agree. He got the sure, whatever you say, guy.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
it's always been like normal, and this year it's like, now we're gonna guillotine people, but we had less people, so I think it's fine. Bateman or Juju? See, okay, so this is a great one.
Juju,
because PPR. Let me do this, box, because again, as I was going through for my bullets last night to see what we're gonna bet, because we got a couple things. Juju's number, yeah, dude. Take a guess at what Juju's receiving number prop is for yards.
31.
Oh God, I would smash the over.
Wasn't it low? I thought I saw it before.
It's not 31. It's not 31.
37.
No, 46. 46 and a half for number 1 wide receiver on here. You say easy Juju over Bateman. So are you smashing that?
Yeah, I am. I've got Juju as my wide receiver 20, or excuse me. Juju is 23. I have Bateman 27. So, one's a wide receiver 2, one's a wide receiver 3. So give me Juju in that one. I just think that the game script for Baltimore is run, especially when you get up against the Jets. You're going to run the ball a ton. So I like Lamar. I like Mark Andrews in that game, obviously, because you have to. He's the number 1 receiving option. It's the same thing for Juju in Kansas City. Kelsey is the number 1 receiving option there. But I think the Cardinals are going to put up points. I don't know. And that can go back and forth. I don't know if the Jets are going to put up points. Maybe Flacco gets some points. Maybe their defense gets some turnovers or something. But for me, and it's probably a little bit closer because I do only have them by 4 spots listed. But for me, I trust Juju. I don't know if I can trust Bateman yet. So
I feel like I want to smash. I feel like I'm trying to put together like a 2-piece prop parlay. But check this out. PFF projections for the week. What do you think they have Juju at for receiving?
55?
43.
43? Okay.
43. Pretty
yeah,
low.
But you got to understand every single projection system is conservative. All of them. Very, very conservative. So, they're not going to put 80 yards for probably anybody. Who has the most projected yards for week 1?
By the way, Bateman was 54 on their projections. Number 1 was Cooper Kupp at 92.9. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't have it sorted. It's Justin Jefferson at 97.
Okay. So how many guys do they have over 75? Is that like you can see and it's less than 10, or does it go down to like 15?
Yeah, it's 7.
7. So there you go. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, conservative for everybody. There's gonna be I'll go out on a limb and bet there's gonna be more than 7 guys that have 75 receiving yards or more.
Yeah.
So
Zito, this is Jalen Warren. I mean,
Yep.
Jalen Warren's a guy. So that's
Benny
all that you
Snell
need to
all the way
consider.
down to 4. So
Yeah. The Wolf, McLaurin or Hunter Renfro? This is McLaurin.
Yeah.
There's an easy McLaurin. You can get him out there in whatever
Even
format.
if they got a bunch of rain, I don't care. I'm still going McLaurin.
Here you go. I know you guys had a few questions on Lance, so let's make it one more. 6 point per passing touchdown, Lance or Carr?
Carr.
Oh, yeah, Carr for me too on that instance. That puts the edge over. I actually, it's funny about that one. That one was one of the Fantasy Pros ranks. I have them I like the same tier for this week. And in between them, I've got I had Rodgers and Prescott. And I kind of want to move Carr up. I kind of want to move Carr up over Dak.
It's hard. I have Carr in my top 10 this week. I have Lance at 14. We talked about that earlier in the week. But like you said, with that 6-point passing touchdown, it just makes such a difference. It takes the steam off of those rushing guys a little bit. You're still going to get the yards for Lance, which is nice in terms of the upside. But I'm just excited for Carr with Waller healthy, Renfro healthy, Devontae Adams out there now. Josh Jacobs is a good running back that can catch. I mean, for me, I really like.
I hate to do this. I actually just made the adjustment, and I had Lance inside the top 10. With the rain, I just I'm worried with his decision making. It's going to get a little bit wonkier. I'm now a little bit scared about. I teased the Niners. I didn't bet the Niners straight up. I teased them week 1, but I moved Lance down and I moved Carr up a couple spots because I really love the Carr situation. So I made that move. Sidebar, Welsh, how you feeling about Secret Invasion trailer?
Ooh, good question.
Pretty badass. It was pretty awesome.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's pretty good. Yeah, they didn't. There's rumors that they could announce the Fantastic Four lineup today at D23. They didn't do it yesterday. The biggest reveal was they did the Marvels, and then they released a trailer for Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion looks like an espionage type of show. It looks like almost like a 24 for Marvel. And it's if you read the I've got the comic or the graphic novel of it, and it's what game is this on NFL Network with the rain? Is this the Niner one?
Yeah.
Are they just bringing off the tarp
in Chicago?
I think
they're putting the tarp on.
No, it looks like they're rolling it off, or I don't know. I can't tell.
Yeah, it's hard to tell with a bunch of idiots and the camera's way too close in. So you don't know.
But the Secret Invasion is about Skrulls being on Earth, and it's like Fury
officially enacted, by the way.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, and Fury is trying to get under it, so it looked awesome. And they did the Thunderbolts as well. That's pretty cool. All right, who's going to see Clerks 3 this week? Is that coming out this week?
I didn't know it was coming out this week, but if it is, I'll go see it. You know me.
So I'm not going to go to the movies. I'm not going to go to the theater to see it. You can go to the theater to see that?
Yeah, I will for sure.
Did you watch Nope? Did you spend money on Nope yet?
No, I was watching college football all week.
That's true.
I'm not gonna watch.
How did we finish out on the college football? Was it not great?
7-3. So
at least I bet
2 weeks
all of
in a
your
row.
losses.
Yeah, so did I.
So
so did I. But yeah, 7-3. So it ended up being pretty solid. So we like.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
We have anything new from Rappaport? Let me just double check here. What does Rappaport say? Let's see. Who is up and who is down? Tyrann Mathieu is playing. Michael Thomas is playing. Logan Thomas is up. Dobbins officially out. Ty Montgomery up. Drake London up.
So hold on. So let's put some on here. We've got Drake London is good, right? What were the other important ones?
So Logan Thomas is playing. J.K. Dobbins out. Those are the only important ones.
Okay, so that's all that's added. So I'm really only adding. All right, so not much of a ticker we got here, but shows you guys a couple of the important fantasy ones.
Dude, this looks like the rain game in any given Sunday. You remember when the offensive line wouldn't protect Willie Beeman and he just kept getting hit and it's like flooding. Like you could drown in the field in an inch of water. It's ridiculous.
My name is Willie Beeman. I keep the lady. So I want to look at any bets any of you guys got going here.
Are you seeing this, Welsh? Look at this.
Oh
Look at the screen.
God, dude. And you don't think that's going to affect any of the offense?
I mean, it will, but it'll also get drained a little bit before the game starts. So
you got to drain it.
Hey,
gotta drain it once a week at least.
I get that once a week.
I'm just saying, like at worst is what I'm saying.
I mean, if I'm getting drained once
what
a
are you
week,
talking about? What are you talking about, Bob?
I'm gonna have some issues. I'm just talking about draining, Welsh. I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm just talking about draining stuff.
I'm trying to look at anything else on the ranks here, and then Tyler Algier's out. I didn't see that. He's listed as out.
Tyler Algier is out.
By the way, Tyrion Davis Price out for the day.
Inactive, huh?
Yeah. Well, that's what I see it on Fantasy Pros. At least he is listed as out on my rank sheet. So no Tyrion Davis Price.
Yeah, Tyler Algier out.
Yeah, so let's put those on here.
So did Tyler Algier just not get a helmet, or did he get hurt or something? Interesting.
Algier out.
Off the list. Whoops.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Tyrion Davis Price out. Look at the Niners. I can see them. It is just pouring out there. There's Fred Warner. They're really going in on this Niner game. Like they have been focused on this like crazy. So
what else are they supposed to do? You know, it's 2 hours before the game and nothing's happening yet.
So here's a question. So is that better for Patterson for you?
It is. Yeah, it definitely is, because I thought that Tyler Algier was going to get a decent amount of reps. So I'm going to have to move Patterson up a little bit. You know what? I'll go back to that Montgomery question. I'll go Patterson over Montgomery now.
Okay, nice. You're with me. All right.
Yeah. Well, now, you know, I honestly thought Tyler Algier was going to get like 10 carries, you know, somewhere in that neighborhood. I don't know if can we look and see, can you find it on Twitter, Welsh, to see if he's just inactive or if he's hurt? Because I would, inquiring minds would like to know.
All right. Tyler Algier. Let's see. Inactive, also out. I'm just not seeing. I just see that he's out. I'm not seeing any.
I see it on Fantasy Pros too. So I mean, but I hope that's not a misfire by them.
No, it just looks like he might have been. I mean, Tyrion Davis Price is not hurt. He's inactive because I'm pretty sure Jordan Mason
scratch.
Yeah,
this is Zach Moss from last year.
But also, this is like I think this is a Tyrion Davis Price situation. Mason can play special teams, and they'll put him in as a potential third back. So, I mean, I don't need to make it about the Niners too, but no Tyrion Davis Price, Boggs. Does that do anything for you? Like, I don't know if they're going to throw a whole bunch of Jordan Mason in. It'll be Jeffrey Wilson who's going to get the replacement. But I think this is a 70-30 Elijah Mitchell week 1.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I thought it was going to be more break it up to 3. And look, let's not forget, this is Shanahan. So would it be crazy to see Jordan Mason get some run in week 1?
No, I expect, you know what? I wish there was a prop on it. I wish there was a prop for this. In just a second, Boggs, you want to work this through me? Let's make a prop bet here. You can do it with me. But let's see. Mosier said, what does this rain do to Fields? I think it does the same thing it does to Trey Lance. I think it's going to affect the pass game a little bit. I think it's going to put the ball on the ground a little bit more. Fields might be running, especially if they don't want to change the plays and they're having trouble. You might have Fields and Trey Lance running a little bit more. That's my take on it.
To me, you already didn't want to start Fields this week.
Yeah, exactly.
And to me, I'm still, the more concerning thing to me is still the Niners defense in the rain. So I mean, it negatively impacts Justin Fields. Sure. Yes, it does. Does it make it enough? Like, I've got Fields. I already had him low at 19, Welsh. Would you go ahead and where do you have Fields real quick on your list? Do you have him in that same neighborhood, like 16 to 19?
I'm sorry, where did you have him?
I have him at 19.
I moved him. Well, I moved him down to 22.
22. So give me a couple guys. You put like Daniel Jones ahead of him?
I have Tannehill. I have Wentz. I've got Matt Ryan, Jameis Winston. Those are the ones.
Okay. For me, it's like Matt Ryan, Danny Dimes. I'm gonna move him down 3 spots. I'm gonna move him behind Danny Dimes and Ryan Tannehill and Tua. So
Yeah.
I'm also actually gonna end up with him at 22. So ahead of I got him ahead of Goff and Mac Jones, who hasn't looked good, and Baker and Trubisky.
Yeah,
guys
I
like
don't
that.
have Mac
So,
Jones super high. I think it could be wrong. I think it could be wrong about that, but I don't have him high. I could still go with Fields because of the running upside that he could have with the Niners. I mean, he could still have 75 yards rushing, and maybe they sneak a touchdown in or something like that. So I don't know.
I'm not putting Flacco over Fields ever. Mosher. I think they might remove a leg from Fields, and I would still take him over Joe Flacco. So,
Not elite.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
All right, I'm just trying to do my last little looks here on the ranks. A lot of questionable tags on these wide receivers. London's going to go. I don't have him crazy high. Godwin is tough. Jacoby Myers looks like he's going to go. Did you go Myers over Godwin healthy? Godwin on a pitch count and Myers playing?
Ooh. Sorry, say it again. Godwin and Myers?
And Jacoby Myers, yeah.
I think because Myers is a little bit questionable too, I would probably go Godwin. I do have I have Myers listed ahead. Myers still number 1. So
yeah,
I guess I'll go with Myers. I really think Godwin's going to be mainly a decoy today, so I don't want to mess with him. So.
All right, so I'm going to sit on my ranks here for a minute. So here are some interesting. Let's see what we like here. Some interesting props. So you like the Juju?
Yeah,
46 and a half on the receiving yards. I mean, like the Juju.
I wouldn't bet that prop. I'll say that.
Okay, so you don't like it that much. You like him as a wide receiver, a good wide receiver 2 this week, but you don't like him to get 47 yards.
I like putting him as one of 4 fucking options on my fantasy team, Welsh. I don't like putting my hard-earned cash on him to get a certain amount of yards.
All right,
so yes.
Here's
if I have to play him, if I have to give him one shot of 17 weeks to win a championship, sure. If I have to give him one shot to win me $20, no, thank you.
Here's some interesting receiving props. Michael Carter, 13 and a half.
God, I love that. I those they lull you to sleep though. Those low totals, they lull you in.
So let's put the interesting ones here. Let's go Carter, 13 and a half.
I'll tell you what, I'm not doing that one either. I'm not touching that one. Give me some other ones.
Yeah, we're going through here.
Yes, JP. I would start Juju way over Michael Thomas.
Najee's at 23 and a half on the receiving yard. Just want to point out. Debo is down at 54 and a half receiving yards. And then we got Elijah Mitchell. Elijah Mitchell just moved up to 9.5. We said it was 8.5 like 5 minutes ago.
Well, now that TDP's out, they're like, okay.
DeAndre Swift, 30 and a half receiving yards. I'm just on receiving yards right now.
Yeah, that one's okay.
DJ Moore's moved up. Cordell Patterson, only 21 and a half receiving. Kyle Pitts has moved down to 55 and a half receiving yards.
That's a big total for a tight end, especially starting your first game with Mariota. Like he could get that in one pass. We saw him do it in
I know.
I almost said spring training in the preseason. So it's. I think it's a good thought. I just don't know if I want to put my cash on getting 55 because if he gets 6 catches for 48 yards, how pissed are you? You're pissed,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to risk it. This one I really like. Chase Edmonds, 17 and a half receiving yards.
No, he's coming in a little banged up. I don't want to bet on guys coming in a little banged up at all.
Antonio Gibson, 13. Oh, no. JD McKissick, 22 and a half receiving yards. That was one that I
like that one actually. Because with no Brian Robinson, it's only those two. It's only Gibson and McKissick.
I feel like when I can
one.
actually get you to like one, because you'll be like, Juju Smith-Schuster, number 1 wide receiver, but I don't like him over 35 yards. If I can get you to like one,
well,
I feel like that's one we need to look at.
Well, also, let's remember, you can't lose what you don't put in, right? So
very true.
I'm not going to say I like a lot of these numbers. I like a lot of these guys to go over the numbers, but it's I've lost enough bets to know what good numbers are and bad numbers are. I feel like so.
Marquise Brown, 61 and a half receiving yards.
It's too many. Any over 55 for a guy that'll catch 4 or 5 passes is too much. Look, this is what I want Marquise Brown at. I want Marquise Brown at like 39.5, 40. If he's at 55, I think we're taking all the steam off of that. So no thanks.
We'll stop for a second. DK Dotson, CK Dotson, Boyd, or Ayuk.
Ooh, I still think it's Ayuk even in the rain.
I hate this one.
I've got Ayuk as a wide receiver 3. Dotson I have in the 50s. And who was the last guy?
Boyd.
Boyd I have at 47. So yeah, for me, I'm still taking Ayuk.
I do have Ayuk higher, but yeah, I guess I don't particularly love.
I'm not going to wipe away the entire Niners offense because of the rain. That's all. So
let's see. We're going through.
I hope we see a lot from Dotson.
Aaron Jones receiving yards 38.5 yards. AJ Dillon's is 15.5. Fournette's receiving yards are 32.5. Mike Evans 66.5.
66.5. I look, Mike Evans, my wide receiver 4, but I don't
like
know
or
about
don't?
all that. No, I do. I like Mike Evans, but 60, like I'm not going with too many totals over 50 or 60 yards on a wide receiver. Like those are like Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson totals. So, your
boy Javonte 15.5. I mean, yeah, this is tough. I shouldn't be asking
receiving yards.
Yeah.
Yes, I would take.
I shouldn't be asking this, but you because you only do low numbers on it.
Okay, but also you hit me with 2 bets yesterday, right? And I told you to avoid them both, and they both lost. So the Florida game, you want to take Florida, right? Yeah. And you wanted the over in BYU and Baylor, and I said no to both of them. See,
yeah. Well, I mean, those are college games and not player props, but you did nail those.
I understand, but it's the same idea, right? Is you need the number at a value. That it's the whole thing. It doesn't matter whether it's a spread, a certain number for a prop, whatever. You need a value, and I think for a lot of these, you just aren't getting value. So, boo, Barrow. Boo, hiss. Boo, hiss.
Stevenson or Hunt? Stevenson, easy for me.
Ooh, that is a good one. Because it's funny because I think these guys are in the same role now. So it kind of comes down to who do you trust more? I've got Kareem Hunt a couple spots higher, mainly because of the opponent. Carolina's defense is rough. So I understand the upside of Stevenson, and I would say in a flex spot, I'd probably take the upside over Hunt, but I do have Hunt ranked ahead of Stevenson.
I want to point out that BetMGM does have the props. If you want to do yourself a little McKissick and Javonte Williams 2-player prop,
I'd probably take the Javonte one. I don't want to spend
minus 115. But you also could do $10. You could do $10. I understand.
Too. Well, but the point I was going to make here is I don't want to spend any time looking to see if McKissick got to 22 yards and then being mad about it. Like, just in my first NFL Sunday with all the stuff going on, I don't want to then, at halftime, I got to check on my McKissick yards, so
let's see what, I want to see what McKissick, because I've been looking at DK for theirs.
You see Dr. Glenn wants Captain to do a stone cold lead pipe block of the century of the week here.
Ooh, so, yeah. You should do one of those things where it's like you put a treat under by 2 names and see which one he picks. Receiving yards prop. Let's see real quick on BetMGM.
Elmo, what up?
Actually, you know what? Oh yeah. McKissick is at 21.5 on, it's even a little bit lighter there.
No, I don't want to bet on JD McKissick in week 1.
All right, so let's go over to DK on the rush yards.
Sign of degenerate here. We're talking about JD McKissick receiving yards. No thanks.
We're gonna do other receiving yards in a second. Rushing yards. Who should I roster week 1? Burks or Dodson?
Just for week 1. Who do I want to roster for the season? It's Burks.
It's Burks. I felt like that was a preemptive thing.
Okay, yeah, and then it's Burks. But for week 1, in terms of receiving yards, I just think Vrabel is such a dick. He's gonna make Burks earn all of that stuff, and he should. Hopefully, he does. But Dotson is out there week 1, so Jacoby or Julio Toft. Ooh, that's a good one.
I think I have Jacoby just slightly ahead.
Yeah, I think me too. Let me just double check. Jacoby,
oh, you know what? No, I have Julio.
Yeah, look, I have them.
Yeah, I got Julio.
I have Julio down. I do need to move Julio up because he's playing.
I'm gonna go with Julio.
Not gonna move him up that much though, but I'll go with Myers. I don't like that one.
What's up, Johnny? Johnny boy in the
What
house.
up, John? I sent John a message on Instagram and he was like 9:10 in the morning. Oh my god.
What are you doing?
It's Sunday, man. It's Sunday.
Elliott or Mostert? He's gonna
Elliott.
go. I'll also go with Elliott too, but I think Mostert's gonna be sneaky. All right, here's some receiving yard ones.
Mostert could be sneaky, but like
rushing
Zeke
yards
is still the number one. You know.
Lamar Jackson, 58.5 rushing yards. It's set for today.
For who?
For Lamar Jackson.
58.5. Yeah, that sounds.
Michael
right.
Carter also set at 31.5 rushing yards. Brees Hall,
I like
30.5.
So
like
the Michael Carter rushing yards one is one I would bet on. So,
right, so you want to do? Can I get you on a Michael Carter Williams? No, let's take a look.
Yeah, let's. If that number, I'll put what I want in the.
Yeah, let's make a Bogman bet real quick. Who is that? That was the Jets.
Carter.
So let's see, Jets rushing yards. Let's go player props. Rushing yards, Michael Carter, 32.5. So it's one more yard there.
Yeah,
but
I'll do that.
Do you want to do that with Javonte?
Just as a warning, at 11 o'clock, I am leaving. So
okay, I might stick around for a couple minutes.
So
you're just
I will
exiting
bounce.
out.
The second my clock hits 11, I am gone. So
okay.
I love all you guys. I'm just saying, I love all you guys. I like doing this, but I told Welsh we got a hard hour, man.
That's why. Yeah, I might stick around for a tiny bit
and relax a little bit and watch.
So Boggs
game and go through all my stuff. I got 20 lineups to set to make sure.
Do you want to do Michael Carter rushing and Javonte receiving?
No,
together?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just Carter.
So it's
like a parlay props. That's a bad idea.
Oh, it's fun. It's
fun.
Minus 115. So how much do you want to bet?
I put it in the private chat, so we're good there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, JP. I mean, I like that. Ooh, Elmo, flex Zeke or Juju. What do you think for that one, Welsh?
All right. So what was it? It was flex. Put it up on the screen. I don't know where
flex
you're at.
Zeke or Juju right here.
Juju. I would go Juju too. I just in these like really stout defensive battles, I feel like they're going to move away from that run. I think that enables Pollard a little bit more. I'm just not big on him this week. And Juju, like Mahomes gave us that warning.
Hunter inactive. Interesting.
He gave us that warning, but I just feel like Juju is going to be the guy this week. DJ Moore or Gibson. That's a good one. I go DJ Moore.
Yeah, it's got to be Moore on that one.
Hard like a man at the play. So, all right. So, Boggs, you got 1 minute. So, give us your. You got any predictions? You got any last things here?
Go Steelers. That's my prediction. Go Steelers. Yeah. Beat the Bengals. Day is my prediction. Let's go.
Yeah, I think I might stick around. Maybe set a bet or two. But what do we got going on? We got Sunday night reaction. It's going to be posted early Monday morning. We're going to record it tonight for the ITL Fantasy Football Pod. And I think that's it, Boggs, for people to know. Show much fun on Monday night. We'll probably play the Monday night game right here on this channel. So make sure that you guys are following so you get notified. And Boggs, I mean, are you going to have a voice?
I hope
you have a voice.
We'll see.
Give me a prediction of the score.
Let's go 27-20 Steelers.
Oh, 27-20 Steelers. All right. That's beautiful. All right, Boggs, I know you want to get out of here. So
thank you, gentlemen.
Peace
Love
out.
you.
Let me know if there's bets. Let me know if you need bets.
The end broadcast. Yep.
Oh,
see y'all later.
All right. I'll stick around for a couple. Just a 10. Let's see how much it cuts my. Oh, look at that. That doesn't really work. This overlay doesn't quite work for a single broadcast here, but that's okay. Does anybody have any bets for me? I don't know how long I'll stay. Depends on how many of you guys are hanging here. But so far, here's what we've got today. Maybe I need to just backtrack. Yeah, that looks better. So here's what I've got today. I've got the Trey Lance rushing yards. That's an official bet. Let me log in. Okay. And then any questions? If there's any other start and sets, I'll answer. So I have got a teaser with the Ravens and Niners. Let's go to open. I have got Dameon Pierce rush attempt. So here's a little parlay I put together. Damian Pierce rush attempts and DJ Moore receiving yards. I paired those together. I got Damian Pierce's rush attempts at 11.5, so we need 12, and DJ Moore at 59.5. I have got another little parlay of Nyheim Hines receiving yards at 21.5, Nick Chubb rushing at 73, and then Trey Lance at 36.5 rushing yards. So those are the props. I just didn't do a lot of game stuff today because I'm tenuous about it. So if you guys have any bets, let me know. And oh yeah, if anyone is in ITL and saw, I posted one more for our DFS contest. So it'll auto do it. If it doesn't, luckily I set it to that, but we got one more hour. I can also post it. DFS over at inthisleague.com, where we do our weekly ranks. We have a start and sit room, by the way, over the next hour. You know, our start and sit room in Group Me is going to be rocking, and people are going to be doing, let's take a look at it. Let's see what's going on with it right now. Group Me, everyone. Yeah. Start and sit room. Where did you go? Yeah, there it is. So this is how it ends up working. It's like, you know, people post in, hey, who do you want? And people are voting. And that's how we do it. Help make some decisions. So that's over at inthisleague.com. People are doing it right now. Rob, of course, it's a Cowboy one. Dalton Schultz over 50.5. Just don't like that. I'm not messing with that. Though it's a good bet. It's actually a solid bet. Is that the actual number too? That's surprising. So of the Bogman bets, he didn't like Carter. He didn't like Pitts. We also had McKissick receiving yards at 22.5, Javonte at 15.5. And then, oh, you know what he liked? I forgot. He liked the Carter rushing, which was, he got at 32.5. So those are the bets added. I actually kind of dig the Chase Edmonds and the Juju, but I don't know if I can put it on there. And let's go to NFL. By the way, thank you to Zito and Barrow for the community subs. We appreciate you guys doing that. You guys rock for supporting so much fun and ITL and all of our stuff here. It's a huge help across the board. All right. So Rush, we had the Michael Carter. Jonathan Taylor's up at 93. Any of these good? Elijah Mitchell has jumped. It was in the 50s. It's now up to 63.5 rushing yards. Dave Montgomery, 56.5. All right, well, here's a couple questions. Or here's one. Fitty Matt, start one. PPR, London, Hall, or Godwin? I would go London on this one. I'm staying away from Godwin because of the pitch count, and I just don't trust Breece Hall today. I don't trust him, Breece Hall. Other rushing yards, Jalen Hurts at 45.5. Miles Sanders at 49. Nick Chubb has moved up to 74.5. McCaffrey's at 69.5. These aren't great numbers. Chase Edmonds, Raheem Mostert. I wish that Mostert number. God, I wish that Mostert number was lower. This is an interesting one. Ramondre Stevenson rushing yards is at 33.5. Man, I'm just worried he's going to do a whole lot of receiving. That number, we got to come back to that. Ooh, we got to come back to that. Trevor Lawrence, 16.5 rushing yards. I don't like anybody else. Derrick Henry is in there. AJ Dillon, 44.5. I kind of like that. And we got to go back and take a look. Chase Edmonds, 17.5 still. Who the hell was it? Oh, Ramondre Stevenson receiving. They don't even have Ramondre receiving yards prop. They took it off completely. Man, all right. Wolf, Dillon or Renfro in flex? I would go AJ Dillon. I'm big on AJ Dillon this week. So that would be for me. Start two in PPR, Kirk, Patterson, Michael Thomas, or Metcalf. I would go Metcalf, and I think I might go Patterson with Algier also inactive. I think that lines up for him. You think about this. You've got Drake London. The more I think about it, you've got Drake London, who's like a little You've got no Algier. I like Patterson even more, so I would go Patterson and him. That would be my choice here. I want to see the weather report on this Niner Bears game. I want to see what's going down with that. I'm excited. So what's our big call of the day? If anyone has any bets for me, I'll probably hang here for a couple more minutes. Anybody has any bets, whether it's full lines or props, let me know. But what's your guys' call of the day? What do you think is going to go down? A lot of road. There's some road favorites in here. Should we be pivoting off of Lance? I'm pivoting a little bit. Yeah. We had a question earlier that was Derek Carr or Trey Lance, and we went Derek Carr, and I moved Lance down a little bit with the weather. He could still run, but I'm just worried the passing game is going to become even grosser. And actually, I got to finalize my Fantasy Pros ranks here. When I look at all of these, there's so many options. See, I got, you know what, the one that keeps killing me? I got Sky Moore down here. And I feel like I've just got him too low. And I don't know what to do with Godwin because he's inactive. Just feel like I got Sky Moore way too low. I think this could be a week that he's doing business. It's killing me. It's totally killing me. Bateman, London, Zay Jones, non-PPR. Well, I'll go Bateman. Yeah. I mean, non-PPR, I guess I see what you're saying. I couldn't do Zay Jones over Bateman or London, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be shocked if London is the big dog here, with Falcons most likely playing from behind. But I'm going to go Bateman. It's pretty easy for me. Other options you could stream over Lance would be Wentz, Denny. I'm not streaming any of those guys over Lance. Nope. I keep him in. I still think he's going to have rushing yards. I still think he can do some business. You know, I wish we had a live cam into Bogman's place, like just to see him getting prepared. Like no sound. We don't even need sound. Or maybe like webcam, like really far back, just some sound. Especially when the Steeler game is going on. That's the best. We got him to do one time. He did a live stream for the Steelers. Also, let's check the DFS contest. We got an ITL DFS contest. That's another fun thing we do. And we need one person. I might have to post this and need one person, dude. Oh, did I not? I didn't even copy it right. Copy and go. All right, need one more for that. I'm going to take a look at the final, see what the lines are looking like with this last minute here and see if anything has changed. Riding or dying with Lance. Terry or Hollywood. I'm going to go McLaurin, but it's super close. That's super, super close. That offense with Marquise. Oh, man. Who do I have? Let's see who I have. Because Marquise Brown this week. I got no, you know what? No, I do have Marquise Brown. Yeah, so Marquise Brown. I have Marquise Brown one spot ahead of McLaurin. I have them next to each other. Yeah, as soon as I said it, I was rethinking what I said because of the Kansas City matchup. Going over to this weather thing to see what this Niner game is all about. Where the hell is it? Niners, Bears. Is there any update? No update. Still good visibility in that Niner game. It's cloudy. It's going to rain the whole stupid game, though. The whole stupid game. All right, so our lines currently, Ravens 6.5 over the Jets. That's moved half a point over the last, 24 hours. Colts are still -7 over the Texans. Pittsburgh -7 over the Bengals. That had moved, actually. Or, I'm sorry, Pittsburgh +7. That had moved to 6.5 for a moment. Eagles -5.5. I'm on DK, by the way. -5.5 over the Lions. Niners are 6.5 over the Bears right now. Here's an update on the Niner one. Stacey Dales. Hold on, she's talking about warm-ups. 5 inches of rain. It's real light rain in Chicago, by the way. They're talking about the kicker. Field is sturdy. Dude, they are like brushing piles of water off the field right now. Hold on real quick. Justin Fields is warm up. Huh. Justin Fields might play with 2 gloves today. They're saying David Montgomery with a huge role today. I think they're just speculating because they're rushing. That may be the case. I may be wrong on David Montgomery, especially with the rain. I moved him up just a tiny bit. Let's see if you guys have said anything in the chat. Last one, Tolbert, or I'm going to go with McKissick on that one. McKissick on that one. All right, so back to the lines. Niners 6.5. Panthers, Browns, essentially a pick 'em. It's -1 for Carolina. Saints -5.5 on the Falcons. Patriots are now +3. That's moved. That was 2.5. Man. Washington -3 over the Jags. Chiefs 6.5 over the Cards. Boy, I like that one. Chargers -3.5. Titans -5. Vikings -2.5 over the Packers. Cowboys +2 on the Bucks. And then tomorrow we have got Broncos -6.5 in Seahawks. There really hasn't been a ton of line movement. Not a ton. Let's see. It will pass. I've already hit with what they are getting. Yeah, it looks like the rain in San Francisco might be chilling. So it might be an overreaction if they're pushing all the water out. It's really light rain. If it keeps like that, I don't know, man. I might regret moving Lance down a little bit, but interesting props. So those are some of the I have a prop cheat sheet over at inthisleague.com, which also, by the way, I think one person took part in this. I thought this would be a cool, fun added element for the future, but I added, let's see if anybody else put anything on it. I added a section for people to put their own props. And yeah, only one person took advantage of it. Cherney I've got community prop plays on the sheet, and then I've got some of mine that are locked. But I'll post it every week if you guys want to check that out. Their play was Gesicki under receiving yards at 29.5. So not being part of the offense, which is pretty interesting. But I'm having trouble with committing to any straight line bets this week just because of like the chaos of everything. So I don't know if I'm going to do it. So, all right, friends, I think I'm going to bail out now. I'm going to get all of my stuff set, check my lineups, finish my things there. I think we did tons of start and sit. Hopefully you guys hung out. Zito and Barrow made the chat happen by doing some subs, which we really appreciate. So hopefully you guys come and hang out with us during the week, during So Much Fun, and want to help us get to our goal of 300 and just want to come and hang and bang with us, do all the stuff. ITL pod will be out early tomorrow morning. I will be doing the Athletic sometime Monday. I'm not sure exactly if it'll be early, but I think it'll be pretty early. Athletic pod with me, Jake, and Brandon will be out a little bit after that. So there you go. That's the stuff. We will have 2 reaction football pods, and then we'll be back here on this channel on Monday night for Monday Night Football. Bogman and I will play the Monday night game on Madden, and that's it. Do you follow me on Twitter? Is it the Welsh? If you got anything, I'm going to go set my final bets, and who knows? You know, the Niners are rocking. Maybe I'll come back. Maybe we'll come back a little bit later. But thanks, guys, for hanging out. Clint said, go Cards. Matt, you're the GOAT. We appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. I'll be doing it every Sunday right here on So Much. What was it? So Much Fun.
So Much Fun.
Can't wait.